there's so many small market teams out there, and you're telling me in a big market like fucking Ontario, you can't put another fucking team in northern Toronto, in a city with the greater GTA. What is it, Perry? 5.6, 5.7 million?
That sounds right.
Of course you could. Of course. It should have been there a long time ago, but the Leafs are that powerful.
They aren't anymore, Phil. They aren't.
I agree,
that has
Billy.
nothing to do with it. Bettman will put it to a vote, and it'll be 30-1.
Yep.
Listen, guys, and I want everybody to chime in, and I'm going to go with the journalist on the panel, Perry. Perry, I'm a Leaf diehard. I love Toronto. I was born and raised. I saved all my money to go see a Leaf game. But there's a lot in Toronto who are Leaf haters. Don't you think they would gravitate to the Markham team?
Frank, quite simply, they're not going to put a team in Toronto until the Leafs say so. So you can dream on all you want, whether it deserves to have it.
Well, I'm not dreaming on. I'm telling you it's coming. Because I'm fucking telling you, people...
That's the Harold Ballard.
Hey, listen to me. Perry, you're very fucking naive. You fell off a turnip truck.
Well, thanks for asking me, Frank.
Mark, but I'm just telling you right now, the people
Can you just stay quiet,
have
Perry?
their balls
I plan to do
driving.
that.
They have their balls coming in every day in a pickup truck. They're real people, and they have big money, and they're very affluential. So I would say you're wrong on that one, my boy chick.
Well, thanks, Frank, for asking me my opinion anyway, okay?
But your opinion is the wrong opinion.
That's your opinion, Frank. Whatever your opinion is the right one. Whatever I say is not going to be right, so don't ask me the question.
Listen, if you would ask me about my opinion a year ago, I would say Toronto would not allow it because of that bullshit bylaw. I call it a bylaw, that it was an NHL geographic, like a McDonald's versus another McDonald's, or a GM dealership versus another GM dealership.
Or Starbucks.
I'm gonna ask you, Phil. You put a franchise in Tampa. When they wanted to put one in Orlando or near Miami, which is the Panthers, did you try to fight it?
I did. Because I was promised that they weren't going to expand till '96. It would give us 4 years to establish our team and our franchise and cultivate the Florida market. And then they divided it, and the television division was so bad that I know that Mr. Vinnick has been talking to Gary about this, and to sort of split the television market a little bit, because we got the Panhandle, and the Panthers got Naples and Fort Myers area.
Well, your pet peeve was the fucking television rights. It wasn't the crowd, because nobody's going to fucking drive 3 hours.
But that's what's most important, Frank. Those television rights.
Okay, fair enough. Now I want to go back to Perry, because I've known Perry a long time, so I'm not going to diss him on our show. So let's go back. Is that what the Toronto Maple Leafs have a hard-on about? Is it the television rights?
No, it's just basically they own the property. They don't want to share the property. Will there come a team that will play in Toronto and Markham? Probably. Is it going to take like 5 years? Probably.
But with expansion, wouldn't that expedite it?
No, they don't want expansion. They want a team that's already made.
John, there's not going to be an expansion. You got to realize that the Hurricanes are drawing. Bill, what are they drawing? 5,000, 6,000 people in the Rangers?
Good, Frank. They have a lot of crowds of that number.
Right. But what about the 32nd team, Frank? You said you have it on high authority. There's going to be a team moving. Where did you say?
Seattle would be the most likely
Seattle.
place.
Someone said West Coast. Sure.
But
They're dying for another team here. Dying.
The fans are dying for another team, but the Toronto Maple Leafs have their own agenda. They don't care about the fans. They never have cared about the fans.
Perry, you mentioned you don't think you care about the television rights?
I think they do care about the television rights, but what I don't think they want to do is I don't think they want to share their territory. If you, the thing is, like, how much further can the television rights go in the U.S.? Sportsnet, how much was that? 5 years or 12 years of $5.2 billion?
Billion.
Is
the
that
ratings did go up this year, by the way.
I hope they're going to go up with all the Canadian teams are in it, but you actually think they'll hit that kind of number again?
Well, that's all I remember is when the Islanders and the Devils, when the Devils moved from Colorado there, the Rangers got money. I don't know, I think they got $18 million when the Islanders came in for the television rights. And it was
And Phil, that's a good point, because whoever was the president of the league at the time got the three of them together, because the Islanders came in, the Devils came in. The Rangers
Right.
wanted money. The Flyers wanted money. The commissioner made the league stick the boundary rule up your ass. And on that one, I have to leave. See you, boys.